Okay, one more crash course here. Thomas Jefferson, we said that Adams did not win re-election. He loses out to Thomas Jefferson, who was his vice president. But the way that elections worked at that time, it was that the second candidate actually won the vice presidency. So we see that Jefferson is elected as the third president. It actually, there's some debate around that. And so that's part of the reason it leads to the 12th Amendment. Somebody got Byrd. Aaron Burr was a VP, got bounced out in the House of Representatives. Long story short, that is why the 12th Amendment passed, and now political candidates run with a running mate instead of having the second place candidate take over as vice president. The big things from the Jefferson presidency, Marbury versus Madison. So John Adams approved a bunch of federal judges before he left office during the lame duck time, which at that time was in March. But that was the old way of actually delivering the mail, and the mail didn't get delivered. And so Marbury did not get his federal appointment. He tries to sue James Madison, who comes in as the member of Jefferson's cabinet. Madison says, forget it. Jefferson told me to throw it away. You don't have a job. Goes to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court actually goes in and sides with Madison. Kind of debatable, but that's the way that things worked. It kind of starts the spoil system of to the victor, go the spoils. He gets to go ahead and set his own government. We've had some issues with that through the years, but this is just looking at in the 1780s, in the start of the 1800s. Barbary pirates, we have an issue with them. Yarr. Whole side lesson I've got available for you. I'll post it on Google Classroom about do pirates say "arr" and all that kind of thing. You can take a look at it if you're interested. Long story short, no. But Barbary pirates are sailing along the Barbary coast there in the Mediterranean, northern Africa. We're having issues with them where they're attacking American ships, attacking trade ships going through there. And so Jefferson actually decides, even though we're trying to stay out of wars, he sends troops in, sends the Navy in to go ahead and go against the Barbary pirates, manages to go ahead and broker, not necessarily peace, but at least get them to stop attacking our ships. And then, of course, this big thing that he's known for is the Louisiana Purchase. Louisiana Purchase doubled the size of the country. Let's take a look at our map. We went from being to here to now having all of this. So New Orleans area down here, all the way up through here, going into this area, and then the Lewis and Clark expedition that we're going to be exploring, they actually go all the way out into the modern Northwest. They make it all the way to the Pacific Ocean over here. And so that is the big thing that Jefferson is known for, of course, the Louisiana Purchase. And so due to all his positive things he's had going on, he does get reelected. He serves 8 years. And our overall viewpoint on Jefferson as a president tends to be positive. I know that you have some people stating opinions about Jefferson as a person, that kind of thing, but our overall viewpoint as a statesman tends to be positive when it comes to Thomas Jefferson. And I'll turn it back to live Niwam, who's going to go ahead and tell you about how we're doing Lewis and Clark.